Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. I want us to come back over to the trial of Jesus before Pilate again, because there are times that religion becomes so ridiculously funny that you just have to sit back and laugh out loud. Now, Pilate comes back before the Jewish leaders and says, I find no basis for a charge against Jesus. Of course not. Jesus was innocent. Jesus had done nothing wrong. Any objective person would say there's nothing wrong. But the religious leaders wouldn't do that. It says in verse 7, the Jews insisted, we have a law. You do you? Yeah, we have a law. And according to that law, he must die because he claimed to be the Son of God. Really? You have a scripture, you have a law written by Moses that says, anyone who calls himself the Son of God must die. You do you? Would you mind showing me that in the book? Of course it's not there. How can you say that a man must be put to death for telling the truth? God would never write such a law. There are laws back in the book of Leviticus that require death for blaspheming God, but Jesus claiming to be the Son of God was not blasphemy. That was their application. Now, brothers and sisters, if you want to know where holiness and righteousness end and legalism begins, it begins in the application. You see, brothers and sisters, they took these verses on blasphemy in Leviticus and they applied them because they didn't like Jesus. May I always encourage you, speak where the scriptures speak and be silent where the scriptures are silent, and don't stretch truth like a rubber band until it no longer is truth. You see, brothers and sisters, there's never a problem with the scripture. The problem was when we try to take our little brains and then take the scriptures and say, therefore, everything after the therefore is of man and not of God. Let's just let the Bible speak. God's got enough in His Word for us to live. We don't need to get off into a bunch of legalism. So please, when the world says, when Christianity, when religion says, we have a law, say, can you show it to me please in the book? You'll find that it's not a law of God. It's a rule of men based on their applications. Let's stick with the book. That's the book that we'll be judged by.